lose hunger, running wild and living free, riding high on that carousel, so my love could go for you.
Bikertv is brought to you by Parts Canada and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Metzler ME880 Marathon, what Bikertv rides on. The Deeley Motorcycle Exhibition, Vancouver, BC. Welcome to Bikertv, by bikers, for bikers. This week on Bikertv, the Drag Specialties Weekly Race Report with Jordan Szoke. The Canadian Badlands, the St. Victor Boogie. Rotten Choppers, riding with our hometown buds. But first, we're back at the Trev Deeley Motorcycle Exhibition with Terry Ray.
Now, in 1965, Harley-Davidson made its first public stock offering, and it brought the company to the attention of many other companies, including the American Machine and Foundry, AMF, which ultimately ended up buying the whole company. Now, AMF invested millions replacing all the aging production equipment, and had they not done so, Harley-Davidson would have ceased to exist. If it wasn't for Harley-Davidson, for AMF Harley-Davidson, we wouldn't have had the Softail, we wouldn't have had the Evolution motor, and above all, we wouldn't have had the Nova project, which is the forerunner of the V-Rod that they sell on the floor today. And that was done through AMF research and development. What we've got here now is you have one of the last of what they call the ride-away bikes. And this is an 84, and it's so unique is that it is still a shovel head. And you could order your bike through your dealership and actually go to the Harley factory, pick it up and ride it home from the factory. The 1971, the Harley, they call it an FX. This is the beginning of the custom line in Harley-Davidson. Willie G has designed this with the narrow tanks, the Sportster front end, and what he called was a boat tail rear fender. The rear fender wasn't very popular with the people. They used to take them and throw them away, which in one respect was unfortunate. In another respect, it was fortunate because the few that are left are actually worth as much as the whole motorcycle. They brought it out in 1981 as a prototype, and they actually ran it a bit. It didn't handle quite like they thought it would. It was a 4-cylinder configuration, overhead cam, liquid cooled. And basically a lot of the dealers weren't too sure about it when they first saw it. The idea was to have a 756, a 504, and a 252 cylinder. They never did get into that configurations at all. They ended up going back to the drawing board in 1984 and eventually coming up with a 2-cylinder overhead cam liquid cooled, which was the forerunner of the VR1000, which we saw earlier, and the V-Rod that's on the floor today for sale. So now we have something that was actually born ahead of its time, as we have the Harley-Davidson XL-CR, which is the Cafe Racer. And it was only produced for 2 years, and basically people did not care for the European style lines on it, and it was actually cheaper to go buy just a regular Sportster. So these became defunct, and it was just ahead of its time. If they manufactured it today with a new engine in it, it would probably sell like gangbusters. Now we have the XR 1000. This bike was based on the XR 750 flat tracker, but it was a street model. It's even got the dual carbs and the proper heads on it, like what they call the Thunderbolt heads. These things were extremely fast, but unfortunately, along with that, they were also extremely expensive. And so they didn't sell very well, and unfortunately, they stopped producing them. Now, a group of Harley-Davidson executives managed a leveraged buyout and took back a cash-strapped company. Now, improvements in manufacturing efficiency, quality control were achieved using its turnaround performance potential and named to best advantage, the new owners took Harley-Davidson public in 1986. The decision resulted in Harley-Davidson being one of the most successful companies in American history. Thereby the name Made in America, a book which is available at your local library.
After the break, the weekly race report with Jordan Szoke.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada.
The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in.
Trucker Television, Canada's hottest new show.
My grandpa's a trucker. He helps feed kids like me.
Canada's hottest new show, Trucker Television.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own at hogtunes.com. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Toad Cycle Works, doing it right since 1979. G. Bork, give us a call. Trucker Television, celebrating life on the road. Advanced Screen Printing, t-shirts, and a whole lot more.
The Bikertv National Show and Shine. West, Sturgis North. East, Thunder in the Highlands. Central, the Bikers Reunion. The Bikertv National Show and Shine.
Closed captioning by Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Speed doesn't lie. Going 200 miles an hour around a track and then having to brake and make a corner, it's very, very exciting. I'm Jordan Szoke, and time for your weekly race report on Bikertv. This week, we're going to talk about off-road riding and racing. All of us who ride around on the farm are off-road riders, and it's one of the biggest racing part of motorsports growing today. In Europe, the buzz is endurocross, enduro riding, all the manufacturers over there. A lot of them are trials bike riders that have turned over to professional endurocross racers. It's very, very exciting. There's an Endurocross Championship Series in the US that travels just like the Supercross Series, but instead of big doubles and jumps, they have doubles and jumps made out of tires and rocks and logs and creeks, and they make it really, really gnarly, and it's very, very exciting. And here in Canada, we have two series. We have the Ontario Series and we have the WEC Series that are very, very big, and it's getting hundreds of riders out to the races. It's, in my mind, the biggest growing part of our sport right now. I'm going to touch base about the pros and cons of riding it and how it's going to help you become a better rider. And we're going to talk about trials. As always, I always drop back to that and how it's going to make you a better off-road rider. I'm a superbike rider, and all these sports that I do have helped me become a better superbike rider, and it'll help you as well. Off-road riding, there's different disciplines with it. There's the enduro side, which is a little longer, a little more methodical. You got to time keep and be precise. And then there's the hare scramble side, which is when the flag drops, you go. It's basically a giant track. You do a bunch of loops, and it's all through the woods and gnarly terrain, rocks and roots and anything you can think of. The other one is endurocross. Endurocross is a supercross type atmosphere where you have to jump rocks and logs and tractor tires, and it's all indoor in a stadium, and they're all very exciting. Overseas right now with Romaniacs and last man standing races, the Erzberg events are really, really popular and super exciting. If you get a chance to ever check one out, go check it out. Here in Canada, we have the World Enduro Championship, and it's been around for a few years now, and it's growing every year. It's getting bigger and better, and we have this year's champions are Kevin Cochran, Brian Wojnarowski, and Jesse Grummett. All three of those riders are phenomenal, phenomenal riders, and they can put them on any bike. An enduro rider, you put them on any motorcycle and they can go very fast. You put them on an ice bike, a trials bike, they're all very capable riders, and it's a very versatile sport, and it's just a lot of fun. I do a lot of the training myself. I've been woods riding with all these guys and ice racing with them over the years, and it's just a lot of fun. Like I said, the Endurocross Championship, check it out online. Have a look at the series down there. Ex-Trials champions are now going over to it and being very competitive. 10-time US champion Jeff Aaron for trials riding is now second in the US for the Endurocross Championship. Taddy Blausack in the US, the current champion, KTM rider. He is a top 10 world rider for trials, and he's now over there. Doug Lampkin, winningest trials rider in history, is now riding endurocrosses in Romaniacs, all those crazy last man standing events. So it's a very competitive, fast growing sport. Check it out, get involved, it's a lot of fun.
After the break, the Canadian Badlands, the St. Victor Boogie. Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Hip Cycle, expert Harley-Davidson service. Hog Haulers, don't leave home without your chrome. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. Dino Tunes, Motorcycle Tuning Center.
Trucker Television, Canada's hottest new show.
My grandpa's a trucker. He helps feed kids like me.
Canada's hottest new show, Trucker Television.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own at hogtunes.com. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. New Moon Tattoo, professional tattooing for over 25 years. The Ottawa Mission, more than a shelter. Chelsea Chimney Sweeps, sales, service, and installation. Road Dog Asphalt, honest, reliable service.
Howdy, Bubba. I'm gonna tell you a true story. That's right, y'all. The sky's all gray. The wind is foul. The kind of a day you wanna throw in the towel. Well, now people are grim. There's gloom in the air. Even your old dog shucks can feel your despair. Well, hey man, don't you wallow in kerfuffle. Get your leg over now and do the electric light shuffle.
This is our 32nd year for doing the party. We've got a couple of original members here that have been here since day one.
Yeah, we're here to do a good thing, raise money for charity.
Things are bad and your face can't mask it.
Basically, it's just a weekend party we got going a little while 30 years ago.
A couple of years went by and we had more and more people coming on board, and some guys came up with the idea of let's incorporate SIR, give it a name, and that's what we did, and found a place to donate. And over the years we've had quite a few excellent people working as members, and proud to be a member of the organization.
People know us from all over. The northern states, they come from all 4 provinces to come here every year. It's an amazing thing. They just keep coming back year after year. And word of mouth. We hardly advertise at all, and it comes word of mouth. People come here and have a big time.
Makes me feel good.
We got 2 bands play Friday and Saturday night. We got a bike raffle draw that we do on Saturday night. T-shirt contest. We got games starting here, what, about an hour, half hour or so? It's just basically something to get away for. Well, yeah, there's the diehards that have been coming here for 30 years.
This is probably my 17th time here. You know, out of all the years that it's been going on.
Are you serious?
When I turned 70 years of age, I said, this is my last time going to Victor. Then I did the same thing in 71, the same thing when I was 72, the same thing in 73. Now that I'm 74, I guess I'm going to have to say it again.
Probably my 6th year here
with my family.
And I followed her here.
That's right, New York City, Virginia Beach, gonna hit my buddy Jimmy's place in St. Petersburg.
Been coming here since I was 19. I'm 25 now. And we're driving around with Wes today, and these lovely gents in the back here.
We just got here and we're looking for a good time and having fun.
Road through the rain, here we are. Don't miss it just because of the rain.
Water was over the road in 8 places, you know, and people rode through to come anyways.
If it's got 2 wheels, 3 wheels, and it runs, you're in the wind. You can bring whatever you want. We got Hondas, we got Kawasaki's, everybody rides whatever their preferences, and that's even within our club too, so.
Yeah, street ball.
It was a different trip this time. Very exciting. Enjoyed it. I'm glad I did it.
Texas, hating cowdog at the Blues Cafe.
After the break, Rotten Choppers, riding with our hometown buds.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Askicker Custom Cycles, parts, sales, service. McNeely and McNeely, legal services for accident victims. Be Calm, fighting for bikers' rights. Chrome Dreams.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada.
The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in.
Trucker Television, Canada's hottest new show.
My grandpa's a trucker. He helps feed kids like me.
Canada's hottest new show, Trucker Television.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own at hogtunes.com. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Hip Cycle, expert Harley-Davidson service. Hog Haulers, don't leave home without your chrome. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. Dino Tunes, Motorcycle Tuning Center.
The Bikertv National Show and Shine. West, Sturgis North. East, Thunder in the Highlands. Central, the Bikers Reunion. The Bikertv National Show and Shine.
Welcome back to Biker TV. I'm here just north of Alymer, Ontario, hanging with our good friends at Dave Green Custom Cycles. We're all gearing up and getting ready for the 6th annual Rotten Road Ride. Let's get this show on the road. People that don't know what you got going here, you offer everything. You got aftermarket parts, sales, service,
we do
performance upgrades.
Yeah, full service, motor work, hot rod motors. We do big tire kits on bikes and everything. We do it all as far as Harley-Davidson. We make frames, we make gas tanks. The green bike, I made everything. Everything from the handlebars back, I made by hand. The gas tank, the saddlebags, the frame, everything, you know.
And it's a family shop you got. Your kids working for you and stuff. Your wife's on board.
Son's been with me for a few years now. And
yeah.
He's Harley trained and all that. So.
Oh, he is a Harley trained technician guy. Perfect.
Well.
Everybody liked the day, I thought. Good idea doing the little games and stuff, not your typical poker hand.
Yeah, we did. You know, basketball, bowling, horseshoes, golf, and paintball.
Kind of one of the nicer biker rides in the area. I think, because it's a little games.
It's kind of neat with the different little games and stuff that he does instead of just.
Because if you do the rodeos, a lot of women don't go in them. But this sort of thing, everybody goes, no matter what age.
Why Rotten Road Ride? Do you think they're going to take us on down the rottenest roads?
Yeah, it's a pretty rotten ride around here.
Is it?
Rotten prizes, rotten motorcycles.
Rotten motorcycles.
And a pile of rotten people.
Rotten people and
That's why we all hang out here, rotten shoppers.
Rotten prizes, and we're all coming back for a rotten hot dog. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
You're hot?
Oh, yeah.
Were you down shooting hoops?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
I haven't shot one since high school, and I cheated, went up to the girls' line, and I still got a big fat 0.
Did you go shoot hoops?
I shot hoops. I got 1 out of 3.
1 out of 3? Well, that's not too bad.
First one.
The first one?
Made me feel good, and then I got cocky and kind of blew it after that.
You should have just quit at the first one. It's hot down there on that asphalt.
That's right.
It's kind of weird seeing a whole bunch of bikers playing basketball.
Yeah, I think they're trying to turn us into athletes or something.
They're trying to impress me is what they're doing.
Is it working?
No. No. What's your personal ride? What's the bike you ride?
Right now, I'm riding my wife's bike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a good woman.
I had a all blacked out 08 Road King, and I sold that the other day to a guy with an artificial leg.
Oh.
And I put a sidecar on it and everything for him. And
oh, nice.
It came out really cool. So, you know, I'm riding her bike until I got rid of that tire on the green one. Now I'll put a tire on that and I'll be riding it.
Nice. It's a pretty bike.
That's crazy.
Really, really showy. Everybody was checking it out all day.
We've had it all over, like all the shows around. It's won all the good stuff in the shows, local shows. And we took it down to St. Louis. I won Best in Show down there with it.
Oh.
And we took that blue bike and it got Best Paint down there.
Showing up the Americans.
Well, that's what they said.
Good things growing in not just in Ontario, but Canadian bikes are.
Yeah.
We're on the map now, I think.
Oh, my boy, he built the blue one, Kyle. Built that shovel.
Get that dog!
The green bike, it was shot for American Bagger and Urban Bagger. So it's actually supposed to be. They said next month it's supposed to be out. So that's kind of cool. I mean, that's the stuff you want. You know, people see that. You know.
Yeah. And there's not a lot of custom baggers.
No, I mean there's a lot of baggers with a lot of stuff on them.
Yeah,
but when you build a full-on frame, curved back, like I was kind of looking for a Martin Brothers Decker.
Dave,
Hey.
You've been busy today.
Oh, yeah, really busy.
Excellent ride.
Yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
Good turnout.
And we had 278 people.
Awesome.
We're up. We had 210 last year.
Oh, really?
we're
So you're
like,
up.
Up 60 people. Yeah, it's crazy.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. You've been doing it for 6 years, so obviously it's something you like to do. What's the charity? What's your charity?
I'm a member of the Alymer Optimist, and we do a lot of stuff for toys for kids for Christmas and athletic stuff for the kids, and hockey and baseball and scouts and everything. So just, I think it's, by the time we tally, it's probably going to be pretty close to $7 grand.
Right
from
on.
today. And then like we've been at it since about 11 o'clock today. So I mean, that's pretty good for an afternoon, you know.
Well, that wraps up an amazing day at the 6th annual Rotten Road Ride. Many thanks to our buddy Dave and the crew here at Dave Green Custom Cycle. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your knees in the breeze, and I'll see you down the road on Biker TV. Thank you, folks. Next week on Biker TV, we're back in Vancouver at the Trev Deeley Motorcycle Exhibition with Terry Ray, the weekly race report with Jordan Szoke, and the 2011 National Hog Rally in Kamloops, BC. Be in the Biker TV Show and Shine. East, Cape Breton Bike Fest, Sydney, Nova Scotia. West, Sturgis North, Salmon Arm, BC. Central, the Bikers Reunion, New Liskeard, Ontario. Who rides Canada's coolest bike?
We should have met years ago when we were younger. Live life from a storybook to fill virtue's hunger. Running wild and living free, riding high on that carousel. So my love could grow for you by the sea at Cape Paravel.